Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's second down. And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game. Being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Press coverage now from the secondary. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. This try is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Off the 54-yard field goal miss, the offense will begin the drive from the 37. Here's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Terrapins. It was a foot race, and he won it. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Now the all-important extra point. And the B10 makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, the ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes out with that big interception.
Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Looking for some space. It's Hemby. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And now the running back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Pressure is coming. Using his legs here. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
Grab behind the line. It's Howard. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the Terrapins will have 1st and 10 here. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Scanning the field. It's long. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier tackled there.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Caught. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Terrapins. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake on first down. The short completion of the tight end. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne, going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
What a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works really well here. Big people out front being physical, pick up the first down.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
2nd and 10 here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, just keep chipping away.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? First down, looking to throw the football. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think Baden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently, going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Dropping back, it's long. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Using his legs, it's Hemby.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Caught quickly. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. And they pick up the first on the ground. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Terrapins starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to come.
Oh, and it's blocked. It's picked up. This is a live ball here.
Boy, just a tough way for this offense to end that drive. They put together a bunch of first downs, moving the ball, and then to put it on the ground.
So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46. The Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the run, he'll let it go. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Running out of time in the pocket. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Dropping back. It's long. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's White. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here comes a handoff. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Important possession here to begin the 3rd quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking downfield, it's long. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone, and the defense come up with a stop this time. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, nowhere to go on the inside on that draw. Tried to bounce it, Kurt, but nothing doing.
How about the push there from the middle of that interior, that defensive line? As you said, nowhere for him to go, so he's trying to make something out of nothing. And by going out wide, he puts himself at risk of being chased down by the speed of this defense, and that's what we got, a loss for the offense. A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That's caught. It's Powell. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield. And the Terrapins will crank up the tempo.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. To throw, it's long. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. The Terrapins lining up here on 1st and 10. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. A handoff to the back. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. 1st and 10 play coming up. And he's got it again. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Terrapins. They'll take the lead in the second half. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Whether they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt. Dropping back. It's long. And he runs it into the end zone. So now the lead sits at 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw. It's long. The pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Catch made on the out route. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Looking downfield. It's long. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. With the catch, it's Hemby. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And the Wolverines looking to run some tempo here.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the defense look slow that time. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple of scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Point after, not break through. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Grab down the middle. It's White. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
To the air. It's long. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Powell. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. It's a 1-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a 1st down, and now this one could be over.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First and long now after the penalty. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. As people like to say, this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It's a shotgun run call. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. And a huge gain across midfield. All the way to the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what. This guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Wolverines are in the red zone now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The shotgun running play call. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? They'll try and run it with the fullback. Touchdown, Wolverines. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. We'll call for the fair catch here. Offense is back out on the field now. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. The pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab near the sticks. It's Howard. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, at this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, give him as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Dropping back. It's long. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bringing pressure. Trying to get the throw off. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play. And now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, obviously, a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass. It's long. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.